my name is Zoe. I'm the Tipsy Psychic. I'm filming this video after I filmed the other ones, just taking advantage of this like terrible but kind of cool lighting. It's like, you know. Today we're gonna talk about the compatibility between a Virgo Libra Cusp and a Cancer. This is a very vibrant match. You both adore each other and you love to talk to each other and you joke around. You've got like a good thing going, you know? You both are natural leaders. However, you both have difficulty being like temperamental. You do need to come to terms with how different you both are. You're used to having things look a certain way, but you need to try to be open-minded because your Cancer will bring more to the table when it comes to looks. And it might really change your perspective if you let it. Don't forget that you both have your own flaws and your own weaknesses. And it's really good to know what they are so that you can handle challenges more effectively. A Cancer would make your heart whole. You both have the same goals. You both like playing the hero. You take turns playing the hero. But you're also both really good at hitting the other one where it hurts the most. Even when you don't mean to. Like sometimes you just know what not to say. You're so good at knowing what not to say. You're very perceptive. Do not take that for granted. Use what you learn and what you see to help you. You might want the same things in the end, but you need to find a way to be more focused, like on how to get there. Otherwise, things will kind of just like stay where they are. They won't progress. Try to know where you're aiming your efforts, you know? You need to toughen up and stop taking the things that they say the wrong way. Cancers are very caring. I think you know that. You introduce each other to new experiences and expand each other's points of views. The last thing you need is to fight over who is more in charge. If you're dating a Cancer who is more artistic than you, then it would be really fun for both of you to do like art projects and arts and crafts together. Maybe go to a paint your own pottery place for date night. I don't know, you know. It's easy to just see like all of the weaknesses and vulnerabilities of your relationship sometimes, but there is so much good here that you should not like ignore. And you have to see that what you have is actually very strong, or it can be. So make sure you pay attention to that. You both need to treat each other like equals. Stop getting it in your head. Reel it in and keep yourself in check. Your Cancer will really appreciate it if you can just like let loose and speak up. And you're able to just like be yourself. A Cancer would be good at giving you space to deal with your own problems. They know when to take a step back and just like let you do your thing. Cancer will rely on you for the news or to know what's going on. Like you're like in the know, you know, way more than they are. They like your taste in decor and style. A really big issue that tends to happen with this couple is that you're both like good at being leaders, but you become very passive about who is going to take the lead, so neither one of you do. No one decides to take charge, and that certainly won't get you anywhere. If you both are artists and you're in the same field, and well, things are gonna be a lot trickier for you. Because although you like understand each other and you're on the same page and you can put yourselves in each other's shoes, it'll be a lot harder not to be jealous or envious of each other's successes and experiences. It might feel like there's a competition going on, even without meaning to. Like, you'll celebrate their artistic endeavors with them and congratulate them on it, but there might be some resentment there. So you just have to be careful about that if you're both like in the same wavelength artistically and career-wise. It's good to keep up to date with the latest trends, but don't overdo it. Like, don't get obsessed. Be careful not to come across as too bossy. It might not come naturally to you to be the giver. in this relationship. But you do need to try to open up more and be more generous. When you feel overwhelmed, a Cancer would know how to calm you. Cancers have very strong observation skills. You will like how much they get you and how much they welcome you into their life. You also need to try to do your best to decipher their emotions. It will be a little harder for you than for them. If neither one of you can take the lead, then things are just going to hover there in the air and you're not really going to get anywhere. The relationship's not going to grow or anything. So that's why one of you really needs to hit unpause. Just do it. Just press that unpause button and take some control. This relationship does work better if you're not both serious artists, but you both usually do like art. Like there's an appreciation for it here. So doing artistic activities together will always be fun for you both. Putting those creative minds to work. Try to be mindful as much as possible. Never both try to take the lead at the same time. Like try to take turns taking charge. You have so much to contribute to the relationship, just try to do more of it. When it comes to playing house, you would be a very natural fit. You're very good for them and you contribute so much to their household. You both need to constantly strive to be more understanding and okay with each other and the other people in each other's lives. I suggest that you come up with a plan ahead of time, like a strategy, if you ever have trouble just like taking the wheel. And neither one of you wants to step up. Like you need like a plan for that situation. And figure out how you're going to deal with it. So that might be something you want to like talk to them about. Indecisiveness is not cool and it's going to kill the mood. So you need to like have a system if it becomes an issue. There's such a strong intuitive connection, but there isn't necessarily a lot of lust. This is not a surface level relationship. The connection that you have equates to a healthy, honest, awesome relationship in the future. This relationship definitely is not going to extend your lifespan. Like, it's not going to make you feel so invigorated that you live longer. You know, that's a thing. If you want to be friends with each other, then you're going to need to find a middle ground. If you're going to be friends with each other, you need to learn to shield yourself from uncomfortable emotions. Try to be less sensitive to everything that comes your way. Easier said than done, I know. You do impact their mood swings a lot. In fact, you impact their mood swings so much that when they're around you, they experience less ups and downs. Like you anchor them in a way. You both usually have an appreciation for the fine arts or design. Much of the success of this relationship relies on whether it has a solid purpose. This can be very warm and caring. That does not mean that there is a romantic flame or a lot of passion. Sex certainly will not be the focus. It is very common for us to see this match in a love triangle. It's almost like you need a third party to like actually keep it running and keep it going. There is almost always a third party involved. Long-term commitments with them are going to be very difficult because you need more of a social life than your Cancer does. And your Cancer needs less of a social life. And you're going to have to find a way to come to an agreement. But this also forces your Cancer out of their shell a little bit. And it causes you to pay more attention to how you're acting. You might go through periods of feeling aggravated with your Cancer. And it's usually because you both overreact so much. Everything seems to affect them and you. Your appreciation for beauty and art is really going to affect how you live your lives together, including how you dress and how you decorate your home. You can get a lot out of this connection that you share. A Cancer might feel like you're kind of fake and that they might lose interest in a relationship with you. I do not suggest that you both get married. Things that would have never interested you or that you would have never found really attractive suddenly like take on a whole new look for you. You feel like your eyes are more open when you're with your Cancer. You're able to perceive things differently. You both are very delicate when it comes to your feelings. And in this relationship, stressful situations tend to randomly come up out of the blue, and it can really mess with things. You both are so sensitive, and you have to ask yourself if opposites really attract. As friends, you can become very bitchy together. You might amplify each other's pretentious or snobby habits. Cancers like how attracted you are to them. You find them to be very intriguing. But over time, your Cancer can get very frustrated with the lack of intensity and passion. They need that spark, and it just won't be there. It's not uncommon for you to have an affair together, like while you're in a marriage with someone else, and your affair can go on for a really, really long time. But it usually doesn't last without the love triangle. Like, if you break up the marriage, it's hard for you both to last on your own sometimes. And it only happens if you both are very physically attracted to each other first. You're not as drawn to eccentricity as your Cancer is, and they'll introduce you to styles or aesthetics that you normally would not have considered. You're very classy and they're very exotic. Think of it that way. If you both move in together, your place would be magnificent. You both really care about making things look the way that you want them to and feeling at home. There's a very warm vibe to your living space. If you cheat with the Cancer, it can seem like fun at first because it's daring, but it would destroy everything else in your life if you're not careful. So watch out. If you are a Cancer, or if you're born on the cusp of Virgo and Libra, please comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. I would love to hear from you in the comment section below. And subscribe to my channel, like this video, and stay tuned for more. Yas. Bye.